we come now to moments where I get to say some words to the two of you. Marriage. Marriage is what brings us together today. Andrea, you were always mom and dad's pretty princess. And today, you are a beautiful bride. Ever since they surprised me when I took a nap, and I woke up and there I had a sister. We have spent our lives together. As your older brother, sometimes we would get to do things in succession. I was born in March, and 2 days later you appeared. Apparently there's 2 years in between those 2 days. But I didn't understand that as a kid. We went to camp. We went to youth group. We went to college. We chose to study the same fields. I remember many wonderful times growing up. We played school using Dan as our little toy. You were always a teacher, even then, instructing Dan in the ways of math. I tried to learn from you. The times we spent watching TV and roasting marshmallows in the den, helping Mom at the temple, going to work with Dad, going on the family vacations and the glowworms, all of the planning and replanning to redo the family vacations that you had us redo after some of the more faithful and uneventful family vacations. We've indeed spent time together from sunrise to sunset all of these years. I can't believe we're finally here at your wedding day, a day you've dreamed about for some time. I'm honored and overjoyed to be part of this holy day. And I wish you all of the best and all of the blessings. I'm honored and overjoyed to be part of this day with you, Jeremy. Getting to know you over these past couple of years has been a pleasure. I know that you are a very quiet and reserved, shy young man. I hope someday that you'll feel comfortable enough around people. But your enthusiasm, your silly sense of humor was evident immediately from the first day I met you in our kitchen. When I came home not knowing you were there and you said, "Welcome to your kitchen." But it was watching the way the two of you looked at each other, that glint in your eye when I saw you together at the house, the little smiles when you spoke about one another, that made it clear to me that your love is the love of two souls destined to be with one another. Both of you are deeply committed to your Judaism and to Jewish education. In fact, your visits to the Board of Jewish Education of Metropolitan Chicago's Marshall Center led Linda Sonnen to say, "You know, there's this guy who comes in here, and I think you might like to meet him. Can I give him your number?" And you said, "Well, yes, actually you can." And then suddenly you've got this number of a gal, and you said, "Yeah, why not? There was nothing on TV. We may as well call someone." You went to that first date at Cafe Barbariba. You were each blessed with the gift of gab, and you talked all night as if you had known each other for years. That was the beginning of a beautiful friendship. Jeremy, I asked you 3 words to describe your beautiful bride, and you said she's loving, kind, and supportive. Andrea, you said about your groom, he's caring, he's funny. It's hard to find an appropriate 3rd word. Then you came up with entertaining. Jeremy, that made me think of your favorite date. I asked you what would be that most favorite date, and you told me about the Berghoff. And you described finding good food, which can be done in a gluten-free, celiac-safe way, and going to the Berghoff and seeing European men doing chin-ups at the Berghoff. And you said that's what I love about my dinners, getting to see European men doing it. Andrea, you may have found one of the only men who enjoys also seeing European men doing it. But it told me about the life you hope to live with one another. For indeed, you've been dating for 18 months, though your relationship began with that friendship some 2 years ago. 18 is a sacred number in our tradition. It means life, and multiples of 18 are especially auspicious. But 18 is also a mystical number, a number that our Kabbalah teaches us is the number of potentiality, the potential of heavenly energies to be united here on earth. So 18 represents your holding hands, you're supporting one another in love, which is truly Besher, love from the heavenly realm that was meant to be and is now manifested here on earth. When I asked you about that life you see together going forward, Jeremy, you said, we're completely now dependent on one another. We spend our time together. We love one another. I can't wait to have a family together. Andrea, you said we're better together. And we know, having seen you give love and care to Rachel and my children, we know what a great mother you will be. And Jeremy, the love that you show with children, we know what a great father you will be. May you be blessed speedily with children. Quickly, they need some friends. May you know that one day that gift of a family of your own, to be able to give your love and care. All of your family and friends now gathered in this room today want only the best for you. We hope and pray for a future filled with joy, with children. Did we mention we would like children? But with a Jewish household that continues on the values that you share together. But we know that life is not always filled with joy. And the two of you know that well. When you hit the proverbial bump in the roads that do happen ahead, I want you to take a moment and see the ketubah you signed together, the love you pledged for one another, to read it together. And in doing so, you will recapture the glowing love of bride and groom that we are experiencing under this chuppah right now. May your love continue to burn brightly, and may you continue to honor and cherish each other in beautiful partnership all the days of your life. Together we say, Amen. In the presence of these witnesses and in keeping with our tradition, we have spoken the words and performed the rites that unite your lives. Andrea and Jeremy, you are now husband and wife in the sight of God, the Jewish community, and all people. I ask you and all who are gathered here to take a moment of silent prayer together, seeking God's blessing upon your marriage and your home. We brought enough clinics for the bride.